Sometimes love slips through the cracks, even when two people try to keep it hidden. And this time, it came through loud and clear. Lee Min-ho, the globally beloved actor known for his charm and charisma, has just unintentionally revealed something that fans have long speculated. But before we dive into the heart-stopping leaked footage, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss a beat on the latest celebrity revelations. It happened so suddenly, so unexpectedly, that even the team behind the camera didn't realize what had been captured until it was too late. In what was supposed to be just another routine behind-the-scenes clip from a recent shoot, a single word slipped out of Lee Min-ho's mouth, and it changed everything. That word, wifey. And the woman standing beside him? None other than Kim Go-eun. For years, fans have shipped the two actors ever since their stunning performance together. Their chemistry was too natural, too effortless to ignore. It felt real. Off-screen, there were whispers, shared glances, and moments caught on camera that didn't quite match the script. But still, both stars stayed quiet. No confirmations, no denials, just that simmering possibility that maybe, just maybe, there was something more. Now, that possibility has become reality. The clip in question began like any other behind-the-scenes moment. The crew was setting up, lights being adjusted, staff murmuring, makeup artists doing final touches. Lee Min-ho and Kim Go-eun were standing to the side, waiting for their cue. The moment was candid, relaxed, and seemingly uneventful, until Lee Min-ho turned to Kim Go-eun and said something that sent the internet into meltdown. The audio wasn't supposed to be on. The camera wasn't supposed to be recording that particular angle. But fate had other plans. As clear as day, Lee Min-ho turned and casually said, "Wifey, did you bring the script?" It wasn't said with irony. It wasn't a joke. It was soft, natural, and spoken the way someone might say something to a person they're deeply familiar with, someone they love. The moment was brief, but powerful. Kim Go-eun responded with a gentle laugh and a playful nudge, clearly comfortable with the term. She didn't seem surprised or embarrassed. In fact, her smile said it all. When the clip made its way online, fans were stunned. It wasn't a promo. It wasn't a scene. This was real life, and Lee Min-ho had just called Kim Go-eun wifey on camera. Within hours, the footage went viral. Social media exploded with comments, analysis, and emotional reactions from fans across the globe. He called her what? One fan tweeted, followed by a flurry of heart emojis and tearful gifs. Another posted, "So we weren't delusional after all. This is the confirmation we've been waiting for." Memes flooded the internet. Fan pages resurfaced every interaction the two stars have had since their first collaboration. Videos of interviews, subtle body language breakdowns, and matching jewelry comparisons began trending again. But this time, there was no longer a need to speculate. The word had been spoken, the moment caught, and the internet had the receipts. And while the agencies representing both stars scrambled to issue vague responses, citing privacy, context, and affectionate workplace banter, fans weren't buying it. The tone, the expression, the sheer authenticity of that moment was unmistakable. This wasn't just two co-stars being cute. This was personal. Industry insiders began to weigh in as well. One anonymous crew member who had worked with the two on multiple sets admitted that their bond had always been undeniable. "You can't fake comfort like that," they said. "They have a rhythm, a closeness that you don't see unless people are truly connected." The speculation that followed wasn't negative. On the contrary, it was celebratory. Fans rejoiced in the possibility that their favorite on-screen couple may have taken their love into the real world. And if the term wifey is anything to go by, they may have taken it a lot farther than anyone realized. And this wasn't the first time subtle hints had emerged. Months earlier, fans noticed a gold ring on Lee Min-ho's finger during a casual live stream. When asked about it, he'd brushed it off with a smile and moved on. Around the same time, Kim Go-eun was seen with a nearly identical ring during a photo shoot. Coincidence? Perhaps. But now, in the context of this latest slip, those coincidences are being reinterpreted. The term wifey itself carries so much weight. It's not a nickname you toss around lightly. It's affectionate, personal, and deeply intimate. For someone like Lee Min-ho, who has been famously guarded about his private life, to use it so casually speaks volumes about how close he and Kim Go-eun have become. Could it be that they've been in a relationship this entire time? Could marriage even be on the horizon? Or has it already happened in secret? When asked for comment, both agencies refused to give a direct answer. Instead, they issued standard statements asking for privacy and thanking fans for their continued support. But again, the silence is telling. There was no denial, no clarification that it was a joke, just quiet. As the days went by, the public response didn't die down. If anything, it grew stronger. Fans began organizing online tribute videos, compiling every sweet interaction the two have shared since their first drama together. Major Korean entertainment forums lit up with positive support, and even fellow actors began liking subtle posts about the moment. One particularly viral fan theory suggested that the two may have already had a private ceremony. After all, both stars had taken a mysterious break from public appearances earlier in the year. Could that have been their honeymoon? The theory remains unconfirmed, but now, more than ever, it feels possible. Whether they confirm it or not, the people have spoken. In the court of public opinion, Lee Min-ho and Kim Go-eun are already endgame. The fandom has embraced their love, real or rumored, with open arms and full hearts. And even those who were once skeptical are now believers. What makes this story even more special is how it was revealed. Not through a flashy magazine cover or a staged announcement, but in the quiet, unguarded moment of real life. A term of endearment, spoken without hesitation. A smile, shared without fear. These are the details that make their story feel like a true love story, not crafted for the cameras, but born out of something genuine. The industry often pressures stars to stay silent about their personal lives, to keep love locked behind closed doors. But sometimes, love finds its way to the surface. And when it does, the world listens. Lee Min-ho and Kim Go-eun may still choose to keep their relationship private. They may never confirm what we now believe to be true. But for fans, that one word, wifey, was all they needed. As this beautiful story continues to unfold, all eyes are on them. Will they speak out? Will they appear together at an upcoming event? Will another behind-the-scenes moment offer more clues? No one can say for sure. But one thing is certain, the world is watching, and this time, it's watching with hope, support, and love. Because whether intentional or not, that moment reminded us that even in a world of scripts and